frame, the net that was over the 300-gallon tub all summer, and getting ready to put the greenhouse up. So here we are getting ready to greenhouse tent the 300-gallon tub pond for winter. We've got a couple of nights coming up that are just below 40 degrees. They'll be 38 or 39. So still not a freeze here in central Arkansas yet, but it'll be close to a frost. I'm looking at all my container plants and seeing which ones I'm gonna store up against the house and which ones I'm gonna put in the greenhouse for the winter. But this is mostly to keep my marginals alive and ready to go next summer. So I just wanted to show a little update. This is some of my new water garden containers I put together when I thinned out this big main pond the last couple of months. So I'm just gonna add another planter back here, and I've got some space back here for some plant stands. Getting my dry box all fixed up for whatever power I'm gonna bring in, which I'll be putting my greenhouse heater up. It'll sit over here, and then you can see my little line of mini ponds over there. I plan to sell them off before it got this late in the season, but it just wasn't a good time for garage sales. It was just too hot up until it wasn't. So there's my temporary pond. It's ready to be drained. Let's see, and I switched over to a bubbler, you can see there. And unplugged my pump that went up to the spillway there. I'll probably plug it back in here. It's going to get back up in the 70s and with low 50s here next week. So I'll probably plug my little spillway back in once I get the greenhouse up and get things warmed up. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of show y'all what it looks like. I just clear most everything out. I get my rake out and get rid of all the mess. I need to add some more gravel here and there. Yeah, that's how I get ready for winter. Okay, you can see greenhouse is up. Pulled some of my container plants in. Got 3 ponds back there, some mini ponds, container ponds here. Greenhouse heater sits over on this side. That's how things are starting to look. Tenting the 300-gallon tub for winter. Okay. Let's give a little update. November 2nd. 300-gallon is in the greenhouse for the winter. Let's take a look inside. some of my hanging plants. Here's the heater. Let's see, yesterday morning, before I added the greenhouse and the heater, and you can see it's partially turned towards the tub. And yesterday the water was 50 degrees. Well, actually it was in the mid 50s. See if I can get to where you can see this. So the tub temperature has already gone up 5 to 7 degrees. So, and that's all I'm looking for, is to stay in the 60s or even the high 50s, and just not let the tub get colder than that. These are all cold water hardy fish that live in this tub. These are my golden dojo loaches. There's 2 of them. And then I don't know how many, probably 100 or more minnows. There are golden white clouds, regular white clouds, some longfin white clouds, and rainbow shiners. Though I haven't seen the male rainbow shiners in a while, I still do see the females. So it may be, I only have 1 or 2 male rainbow shiners. So it may be that next season I will get a few more male shiners. I mentioned that I turned the spillway pump off, and that was just because we had a real chilly night last night. It was the first night I had tinted the tub, and when the water falls through the air, if the air is cold, it's a chiller. It has a chill effect on the water, which is the opposite of what I'm going for in the winter. So typically I will stop using anything that makes the water come up and out and fall through the air. In the summer, I use it as a cooler. It helps when it gets really hot. That water falling through the air cools naturally, and it helps keep the tub cool. And in the winter, we don't need that effect. And so that's why I mentioned that I disabled that spillway. Now that it's warming up, the water temperature is getting closer to where I want it to stay. And also our temperatures here are about to rebound. We're looking at next week, it's going to be 70s in the highs, 50s in the lows at night. And then the week after that, it's going to be high 60s for the highs and still maintaining 50s for the lows. So for at least for the next couple of weeks, it's going to warm back up. We're not going to have temperatures in the low 40s or in the 30s. And so I'll probably open these windows up, turn the greenhouse heater back off, and then just let it be natural in here. And, you know, with those warming temperatures, I will plug that feature back in so that those water lettuce stay alive. Although you can see I have plenty of water lettuce, so if those don't make it, I'll just, you know, replace them for next season. And that creeping Jenny is growing down into the tub, so it should be fine. As far as water goes, then I can always just water that area. Yeah, we'll see how the trade scantia likes it up here. I know it's gonna like the light, and it doesn't mind drying out, so we'll see. We'll see if that works. And I'll just water it with pond water every so often. So that's an update. I'm gonna go pop that heater off because it's already warming up nicely for the day. And we'll go from there.